Hi everyone, it's me, Janet Jacob. I just wanted to thank everybody who tried to come onto the call and couldn't. I really am sorry that we weren't able to get you all on, and I really am sorry I had messed up the time tried doing it through my own brain power, and it didn't quite work out. So some of you, anyways, it was just my fault. I had just the wrong time, and unfortunately I have to be somewhere at the time that we were going to do this at. So I'm going to record my thoughts here, and hopefully you can gain some tips and to find them useful to put into your business. The biggest thing that I wanted to address was what we are doing today. We're not actually going to feel the results from. We're not going to see the results, or it's not going to really affect our business until 60 to 90 days from today. So if you are working your business really well today, you're actually going to really see the great results in 60 to 90 days. If you're not working your business right now, it's not going to be that, it's not going to have that much effect on you. But where the real effect is going to happen is in 2 to 3 months. You're going to find it's just harder to start that business up when you have nothing going on, if you don't have parties, if you don't have new interest, if you don't have customers calling you. So what I want to focus on is working your business every day. Now that doesn't mean you have to spend hours and hours of time. It's simply doing something little, something small every single day. And over time, you're going to see fantastic and great results, all because of consistent effort. What I want to talk first about is really the core of our business, and that is meeting new people. We need new people, we need new customers, we need new interests, we need people interested in joining and hosting parties for us. So if you are not constantly talking to new people, meeting new people, doing parties where you're introducing new people are being introduced to you, you are going to need to take control of that and to start seeing how you can build your network of people and how you can be introduced to a bigger circle of influence. One simple thing to do, even if you're shy, even like me, I do not like to go up to just random people and hand out samples and just, spread Scentsy everywhere to them. I need to build a relationship. I need to be able to connect with them. So one good way, if you're shy, this is actually a really good way to build your business and to help you get comfortable in talking to new people. It's called the 50-10 rule. Now you can change this. If 50 is going to be too daunting, why don't you start out with 30? Think one a day. So what it is you are going to prepare 50 samples, whether that's wax samples, washer whiff samples, body spray, whatever you like to do. I personally love to give out the washer whiff samples because everybody loves, they need to do laundry. They don't always have a warmer, but they rave about their clothes smelling good. They want fresh smelling clothes, and it's something that they can easily do. I like to kind of give out both the wax samples and the washer whiff samples, not to each person, but I like to kind of mix it up throughout the month. But the washer whiffs are kind of my go-to. I love it. They don't melt in the heat. Right now we have over, it's 109 degrees Fahrenheit here. And so I don't have to worry about my samples melting. I can just put them in my car, put them in my purse, and my washer whiff samples are great. But you do the type of sample that you want to do. Now, what you're going to do is every single month, you are going to be handing out these samples that you make. It does no good if you're making the samples and they're just sitting at home, not working for you. So you're going to hand out these samples, and you're going to go about it in your natural everyday life. So if you're going out to the store, you're going grocery shopping, you can simply hand a sample. Anytime somebody's handing you a receipt, if it's the cashier handing you your receipt, you're going to say thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Here's a little sample. I hope you enjoy it. And that's all you have to do. And then you walk away. Or when you're waiting in line, it's so easy to talk to someone and pay them a compliment. If they have children, you can simply ask, oh, how old are your children? And start just talking about that. If you love their shoes, give them a genuine compliment. I love your shoes. Where did you get it? You don't even have to be talking about Scentsy. But then at the end, you're going to say, before, if they leave or if you're leaving first, you say, you know what, it was a pleasure meeting you. You know what, if I can ever help you with your Scentsy needs, please feel free to give me a call, and hand them a sample with your business card. Keep it simple, and then you just walk away. Other things that you can do when you're at a restaurant, you can, to your waitress, leave leave your tip, leave your business card, leave a sample. Now, if you come across somebody who is exceptionally fabulous, if they've really gone out of their way to make sure that you've had a great experience as your dining, or else you've just had a lot of fun, they just have a lot of fun personality, what you're going to say to them is just say, I have had the best night with you. You are fantastic at what you do, and I know you would be fantastic with my business. If you're ever in looking for extra income, I would love you to join my Scentsy team, and you can give them some information on joining. And that's all you have to say. They don't have to say yes. You don't even have to wait for an answer right then. Just pay them that compliment and hand them that. So you're going to make 50 samples or 25, 30, whatever, but challenge yourself. And then you're going to make up 10 possibility packets. And what I like to put in those packets, I know we've done a video on them before, but just a quick little reminder, I like to keep mine in just a little folder. It has a catalog, it has top 10 reasons to join. It's going to have a little brochure on joining. It's going to have my story that I print up in there and how they can join, the steps to go to my website, as well as a scent circle for them to try out. So have 10 of those made up and be looking to give those packets out every single month, and to be sure you are writing down who you are giving that to and to get their contact information. What you're going to do is you're simply just going to follow up with them in a month or two if they haven't already joined your team, but you keep them on your list of possible team members. Other things that you can do to build your network, I think that is just an awesome way to go about to incorporate Scentsy into your everyday life by just handing out samples. You can hand out 2 samples every day. That's not very intimidating. You can find 2 people. Who do you want to gift this to? That's what it is. It's a gift. Who can you gift this to? Who's been really friendly? Who's a really friendly cashier? Or who may be looking like they've kind of had a rough day at work? Go give them a sample. Just something simple to brighten their day. Another thing that you can do to build your network is to look for small events. Now, I'm not one who likes to do big events. I don't want to pay a whole lot of money, because when I do, I'm so focused on trying to recuperate my money, and I'm focused on those sales. And what I want, where my time is best spent, is focusing on building relationships, on connecting with people, looking for people who can host a party, looking for people who are wanting to join my team. So when I am at events, my main priority is building connections. It's looking for people where I can get my next hostess party, because I would much rather have a party of $200 and where I meet 10 people than one sale for $50. At that event. So that's what my priority, and my priority is of sharing the opportunity and getting people interested enough that I can hand them a possibility packet so that I can follow up with them later on. One thing that you can do, don't feel like you have to have inventory. At least if you want to carry inventory, you may. I always keep the rule, and I suggest it to everyone, do not buy more stock than what you're comfortable in carrying if you were to never sell those products. So that's just my tip for you. Do not go so overboard that if nobody buys one thing at your show, because I've been in many shows where I've sold out of products, but I've also been at many shows where I've sold hardly anything at all, and I'm bringing almost everything back with me. It's a risk of taking a show, but it's a fantastic opportunity. And even at those shows where I hardly sold anything, I got contacts, and to me that's like the golden ticket. So one thing is, if you want to carry inventory, a great thing to do is when people ask you about, well, how much is that warmer? Instead of just saying, oh, it's $50, follow up with, well, it's $50 if you buy it here. But I'll let you in on a little secret. You can get it for free or half price if you host a party with me. And if you host a party, if you book a party today, I have a booking special. Would you like to hear it? And then you just go on and create a booking special that you want right then and there at that event. I mean, most people, not everybody's going to want to book a party, but nobody's going to book a party if you don't ever give that opportunity to them. So that's something that I absolutely love, is doing those small events. And then I also look for events that are not always in my area. I kind of want to go out just a little ways, but I don't go out so far. I used to kind of travel a lot farther, but then when people wanted to book parties with me, and my thought was, oh, I'm always going to turn them into hostesses, or into recruits so that they can take all of the bookings. But when that doesn't pan out, I don't want to be driving 4 hours every weekend to do a party. But that's just me, but it's a great way to build your business outside of your own town. So kind of be thinking of those ideas of what you would like to do with your business and how you would like to grow. Another way to grow your contacts is through referrals. First, through your customers. Provide them with great customer care so that they want to give you a referral. And one thing that you can even do is you can ask specifically, say, you know what, I'm always looking for referrals. Do you know anyone? Is there anyone of your friends that is really social, that they absolutely love to host parties? They love holding parties. They love people. And you can talk to them about hosting a party. And then you give your referral something for giving you that person's information. Another great way is utilizing social media and asking on social media and just saying like, hey, everybody out there, like if I'm your Scentsy consultant, can you like just, message me or just say like, yes, like you're my Scentsy consultant. And then you can private message them and you can say like, would you mind sharing an image on your wall and just saying something that you love about Scentsy or something that you enjoy about your parties that you've had with me or your products. And that way, all of those people's contacts are looking at you, at your products, and they're doing a referral that's just all, by imagery. And it's a great way to get people to expand your own circle through that. Another way to expand your network is obviously through your parties. Home parties, it's a great way because you build an instant connection with everybody there. Even if you only knew the hostess and she has 10 guests there, it's a great way that you can instantly build your network of 10 people. Now, when you're holding parties, whether it's a home party, a basket party, a Facebook party, whatever you're doing, and if you're playing games, if you're a game person, even if you're not a game person, I wasn't a game person for a long time until I realized I could be utilizing games to have a purpose. So I can be getting bookings, I can be getting people interested in joining my team by having fun through games. So there's 4 great games that I kind of want to talk about. And the first one is simply just called a ticket game or a card game that you can do. And what you're going to do is at the beginning of your party, as you begin your presentation, you're just going to say, I'm going to be passing out tickets or passing out cards to anyone who makes a comment or a question throughout the whole entire party. And what's going to happen is whoever has the most tickets by the end of the party, you're going to get $5 off your order or $10 off, whatever you want to do to make it enticing for people to be asking you questions. And then you're going to say, so once you start asking any questions, you're just going to come and you're going to get a ticket. And I'm also going to be doing drawings throughout the night for simple prizes. So the more tickets you have, the more you're going to be able to win a prize. Or you're going to be able to get some, money off of your order tonight. And then say, if you ask any questions that involves, hosting your own party, what does a hostess get, anything about a party, I'm going to give you 3 tickets for each question. And if you ask me any questions regarding my business, the business opportunity, I'm going to give you 4 tickets for each question. And then you just sit back and they're going to do the majority of your work for you. All of the important things that you're going to want to talk about, they're going to be asking you questions. And the neat thing is, not only is it the person that's asking the question, oftentimes it's the people that are sitting back listening to the answers that are the ones that are really interested in hosting a party, or they're the ones that are interested in joining the business. And so kind of be watching everybody, be reading their facial expressions. Do they seem more interested in one point or another? And talk to them afterwards, or when you're tallying up, or when you're talking about a product to them privately, just say, I saw that you were kind of interested when this question was brought up. Do you have any questions that weren't asked? Or would you be interested in hosting a party? It's totally fine to ask people privately if they want to host a party. And then it can lead into opportunities where they can ask, their own personal questions or to share any concerns that they may have with you. Another thing that you can do, it's just a really simple one, is just asking the most likely to succeed award. And that is simply when you hand out your drawing slips, always at parties, send out a drawing slip with people so that they can write down their contact information. You want their email, their full name, their address is great so that you can send thank you cards to them as well. Then on the back of them, and then I always do a drawing. I always ask for those back so that I can do a drawing so that they can win a prize at that. But then just on the back, you're going to say, who in this room do you think would make the most successful Scentsy consultant? And they just simply write down their name, and you just read them off one by one. This person, Sally, got 1 vote. Tara got another vote, and then you add them up, and then whoever it is, they're going to win a prize. And again, that prize is simply the possibility packet that you have made up of, because you've made 10 of them, and you're just going to put a scent circle inside of it, and you're just going to put some tissue paper in it so it looks like they won this fabulous prize. And what they've won is a fabulous opportunity to join your team and to join Scentsy. Often the times when I do this, it's usually the hostess who gets, the most votes. And what I do, I always, when I'm hostess coaching my hostesses before having a party, is I always give them the opportunity and say, I don't know if you've ever thought about joining Scentsy. But what we can do is, if you think about it and if you're interested, by the end of your party, we can simply just turn this party into your launch party. You'll still get all of the hostess credits, but you'll also get all of the customers, you're going to get all of the bookings, and you're going to earn a commission on this as well. So you can just think about it, and then at the end of the party, I'll ask you, what you think about joining my team. So if she just got all of these votes that she's going to make the best Scentsy consultant out of everyone there, then that's another thing that you can turn around and say, look at all of these people who think that you're going to be great and who would love to support you. So it's just another thing that you can do to help build your the confidence of your hostess into joining your team. Now, another thing, I had just heard of this one just a little while ago, and I think it is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's just naming 3 things. What you're going to do is you're going to ask your guests to write on a piece of paper. You're just going to have them number it 1, 2, and 3. You're going to ask them to write down something they want to do, something they want to buy, or a place that they want to go. So something that costs money by the end of the year. Something they want to buy, somewhere they want to go, something they want to do that all costs money, something that they want to accomplish by the end of the year. So you let them write it down, and then you are going to ask them this question. What are you doing? Do you have a plan in mind of how you're going to pay for those things so that you can do them by the end of the year? And if some people have, that idea, that is fantastic. You say, way to go, that is great. If they don't have a plan of how are they going to actually pay for these things that they want to do, you can say, this is a reason why I joined Scentsy, so that I can earn some extra money. I would like to do XYZ, and by hosting Scentsy parties and by joining Scentsy, I am able to earn my commissions that I can fulfill these so that I can do this by the end of the year. Now, if you joined because you loved the products and you really weren't interested in earning the extra money, that's okay. That's totally fine. You can still say this by saying, you know what? This is something I want to do with my commission check. And you can say, this is something that I'm working for right now. If your commission check has already paid for something that you would not have been able to do, whether it's giving your daughter dance lessons, whether it's going, on a date night without having to worry about financial, your family finances, or if it's even helping pay your bills. For me, it was paying my bills at first. It was every penny that I was earning was going to pay for our utility bills. And say that. So it gives that opportunity for people to think like, wow, I can really earn, or I can really achieve what I want by doing, something fun and enjoyable. So it gets people thinking about joining your team. The last idea is a very, very fun game to play. And again, only if you have a purpose for it. And this works really, really great during the incentive period times. I mean, you can do it throughout the year, but it also gets that extra urgency in when people realize, wow, there's an incentive trip coming up. I can be going on a fantastic vacation. So currently we have our leadership cruise that we can earn. We have until the end of July where all consultants can earn the cruise to Cozumel, Mexico. And you can be sharing that we got this cruise coming up. But also starting at the beginning of August to the end of January, so for 6 months, a consultant can work to earn the big incentive trip, which has yet to be revealed. We don't know where it is, but we can get people excited that this is coming up. And soon, we're going to find out where this trip is going to be. And so what you're going to do is you're going to start out and say, now I want to play my most favorite game of all, because my most favorite thing with Scentsy is that they can pay for a free trip just for us working our business. There's nothing added. We still get our fantastic commission checks, but we can also just earn this free trip as a bonus. And every consultant has 6 months to earn it. And you can then say like where the destination is. You can say any trips that you have earned. Or you can say like, this is who I hope to take with me on my trip, because you can earn for a guest as well. Or you can say if you've never been on a vacation, this would be a fantastic way to get a vacation in for free. And so what you're going to do is simply just do the tropical island game. You're going to give everybody a piece of paper. You're going to ask them to close their eyes, and you simply just start describing step by step this tropical paradise. You're going to ask them to draw the waves. You're going to ask them to draw the sand, the sun, a hammock, some palm trees, some coconuts, pina colada, the little umbrella, whatever you want. Just this yummy tropical scene. That's fun. And then you have them open their eyes, and you all get a good laugh. And then you can give an award to either the person with the best or the person with the worst drawing. But again, the whole thing, it's fun, but the real idea is you are appealing to those people who love to take trips, or people who've never taken a trip but they desperately want to take a trip. So that's why you're sharing this information, but you're sharing it in a fun way. So that's just something that you can add. You can incorporate into your parties. If you're doing Facebook parties, online parties, you can say, okay, guys, I am really, really going to trust you on this. I'm going to, one line at a time, I'm going to write what you're going to draw, and you're going to close. Well, this will get tricky because I'm going to close your eyes and they have to be able to watch you. So I'm thinking of a video that you could present to them to ask them, just make it like a 45-second video to have them watch while they close their eyes, and then they would take a picture with their phone and upload it to the party, and then you can be seeing this interactive game going on as well, and to be sharing the information with it too. Now, when you are doing any of these parties, when you're doing any of the events, you're going to want to add these contacts that you just met to your Facebook wall. Now, what's going to happen, the very first thing, I don't think I can emphasize this enough, is if you plan on using your Facebook and your social media to work your business, you don't have to work it every single day. It doesn't have to always be your Scentsy business. That's going to be your dedicated fan book page. But you're going to, if you want to add them to your personal life, you are going to want to keep it a negative-free zone. You're not going to want to bring up anything that is negative or anything that is controversial, because you don't want to be losing customers. Most importantly, you don't want to be losing referrals because of just some comments that you make on Facebook. So if you don't want to keep it a negative-free zone, you're not going to want to add them to your personal page. But the reason why you would want to add all of these people from your parties, these events, you want to friend them. And what you're going to do is not just send them a friend request, but in that little thing where it says write a little message to them, you're going to say, hey, it was so great talking to you. I really enjoyed meeting you. Simple like that. Or thank you so much for coming to Sally's party. I had a lot of fun with you. Something simple. Doesn't have to be that much. But why you want them on your page is so that they can kind of be watching you. We often see, that scroll feed on the side, and we always pop over and we read it, and we don't know all of the people making comments on it. But so everybody who's making a comment on somebody's post or reading somebody's post that they put down, it's going to be putting the bug in of seeing what they're doing. What is this? And you're going to be wanting to share your successes. So if you earn a Scentsy trip, if you've earned your highest commission check ever, if you've, a fantastic new product is coming out, talk about it. Share your excitement. If your kids are excited about something, if you're able to participate in a fundraiser, talk about it. Just share all positive successes within your Facebook page so that people can see it. And you're going to have these lurkers, these people that may never even comment, they may never even like anything. I've gotten many orders off of Facebook from people that I don't know because somebody on my list friended it or they liked it, and that just showed up in somebody else's news feed, and so they then went and checked it out and went to my website and bought something. So it's something simple. It doesn't happen every single time I post something. And I've had lurkers for years that have just silently watched my accomplishments and what I have done over the years, and they will just call me up and say, you know, I've been watching you for years and I want to join. I want to join your team. So you never know what kind of seeds you're planting, but it is a fantastic way that you can reach out and build your network through adding those people that you have met as friends. So within 24 hours of meeting them, just send them a little friend request and let them know like where you met them, because they may have already forgotten, but just say like, hey, it was so great talking with you, you know, at the grocery store. Or, you know, thank you so much for coming to the party. It was such a fun time being with you. So that they get a little reminder, oh yeah, that's who this person was. And then they'll friend you. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about, is just simple little things that you can be doing each day to build your business now, but where you're really going to see the difference is in 2 to 3 months. And in 2 to 3 months, we're going to be right smack dab in that fun, busy season. People getting excited about the gifts, the new catalogs coming up. We've got the incentive trip that we're going to be working on. So what the seeds that you plant today are you're going to see them harvested in 2 to 3 months. So I'll just take those small, tiny little efforts today to work your business, and you're going to see fantastic results in the months to come. So thanks for listening, and I hope you all have a great month, and I'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.